So it's been a while again. Not been producing as many videos as I know I once was, but lots going on, and I'm going to try and do some more regular updates now on the car and other projects and what I've been working on. So the point of this video is I'm getting a few things done on the car to just improve the cosmetics. It drives so well that it's just a shame it's got kind of bits and pieces that let it down. First thing I'm getting done, and it's happening today, so the first thing I'm getting done is these here. So the previous owner had an enormous spoiler. I mean, it was like ridiculously high spoiler on the car, and I took it off, but of course it left two holes. So they're going to fiberglass fill those and make it level. I'm not too worried about how that's going to look paint-wise, because I think I'm going to wrap the car. I think that's pretty standard now for what I'm going to do, because the previous owner sprayed it, and kind of, you probably can't see it on the video, but the back bumper's a slight different shade to the side, and the front's a slight different shade to the side, and it's got a black roof which isn't standard. So I think, you know, give it a wrap and see how that looks. Other things I'm getting done are, again, not sure I'm going to see on the camera. Under here, the sills. Yeah, you can't see it really on the camera, but the sills that I jacked the car up on. So here's my stand, and you can see where the sill goes in that crack. They're rusted, and I've had a couple of advisories on the two MOTs I've had two advisories, so they're going to fix the seals, fix the rust, and also going to put on kind of like 10cm pads. So instead of having to get those in the slot to lift the car up, I can just put it on the pad. It can be a lot easier than the kind of finessing I have to do currently with the lift to get the car up in the air. So that's a couple of things, but I've also asked them, because they are a paint and body shop, I've also asked them to look at the front bumper, because if I come to the front of the car, now I apologise about the lighting in here, you can probably see like another sun above my head there. That's because my fluorescent tube lighting blew up, and I've actually replaced it with this LED thing. I'll show you it in a minute actually, but it is like another sun. So it's super bright, and I haven't quite got used to the camera yet, because that's cool white, but my other lights are warm white, so the camera's probably having a bit of a headache trying to sort the lighting out. But anyway, so if I come around to the front here, and this front bumper just doesn't fit here, and I've had it off a number of times, but I think it's just a clip broken, but I can't see that a clip is broken, but it's clearly a clip broken because it just won't stay in. So they're going to have a look at that for me and see what they can do. But the place I'm taking it to in Weston, it's called Transform Paint, and they're brilliant. The guy's really good, Mark. I've had a couple of jobs to do on other cars, and he's just kind of bundled it all into a job for me. And this morning I'm taking the RX-8 down there, going to leave it with them for a couple of days, and they're going to do these works for me. But they're a bit blown away with the car, because, you know, they're car enthusiasts. It's an electric car, and so I can see me probably taking it down there for bits and pieces, maybe even helping me get it wrapped, and doing the wheels, because they need reconditioning. So I'm going to put a little bit of information about them after I've got the car done. Oh, another thing they're going to do, actually, is the headlamps. So, again, I don't know if you guys remember, but I improved the headlamps. I mean, they were completely fogged, completely white, and I went through that whole process of, you do a large grit sanding, and a lower and lower and lower, and kind of got them to this condition. And they're miles better than they were, but they're still a bit cloudy. So he didn't actually, this is a good thing about Mark actually, I didn't say that I wanted the headlamps done, but he just goes, oh, I'll just get those sorted out for you. So I'm like, oh, brilliant. So hopefully the headlamps are going to come back sparkly as well. So that's really good. So I'm going to put a bit of information about them, because I said I've got the YouTube channel, and I said I'd promote them on here a little bit. So I'm going to get the car back later, no, probably not later, maybe tomorrow. And I'll do another little bit of an update, show all the things that they've done, show the quality of the work, put a bit of information about them on. And as I say, I'm going to start just putting some other videos out, because excitingly, I'm probably going to start making these RX-8s. Yeah, they're going to be for sale. This car's amazing. I'm going to do a proper review of it, which I know I haven't done. I promised last year. But this thing is, you know, 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. It's rapid. It's brilliant to drive because it's an RX-8, so it's balanced, and the weight distribution doesn't seem to have even been bothered by the movement of what I've done, because, you know, the weight of the exhaust, for example, was very heavy in the back anyway, so I've added weight in the back, and yeah, the car is about 70 kilos heavier than it was. That's just a passenger, so, you know, I don't remember anybody getting a passenger in an RX-8 and going, oh, it handles really badly now. It just doesn't. So the car handles brilliantly, it goes well. I'm going to do a proper review as well, but first off, I need to go and get this to the garage, and then get it back, show you what's been done, and just start to keep you updated with the project. And as I say, excitingly, maybe, probably yes, I'm going to start building these. So get your pre-orders in now. Right, it's a lovely sunny Saturday, and I've got the car back. It's probably been a week since I did that last video, and apologies that some of the audio was a bit crap and some of the quality wasn't very good. Got this new camera. It's not massively expensive, but it's got a few features that I didn't realise. That the microphone on it, if it isn't pointing at me, it doesn't record the video. So when I spin it, doesn't record the audio, sorry. So when I spin the camera around, I don't really sound very good. So it's going to be a little bit fiddling just while I learn what's going on. Anyway, got the car back, so let's go and have a quick look at it. She is gleaming. So I have given her a wash because she was filthy dirty, and I've actually polished the roof as well because, well, it was just the paint job wasn't great, and it just needed buffing out, and so that's come up really nice as well, the roof. But let's have a quick look around it. I said about the headlamps, so they are gleaming. They've done a really good job. 2 gleaming headlamps. I mean, that's just made such a difference to the front of the car. It's just absolutely just made it look, well, 10 years younger. It's crazy the difference that's made. So around the side, they've done the sills under here. So you can see that sill there. There's a little pad there. There's a pad down there as well. And you'll see that the sill is all now nice and black, not rusted anymore. So they've welded what needed welding, and put those 2 pads in so I can lift it on my 2 jacks that I've got, which it was a pain in the arse to put them in the slots, but now I can put them on the pads, like I said, is good. What else have we done? So around here we go. So that's the holes have gone. That's super smooth now. Really good. Probably ready to wrap, as I said. We'll see how that goes. I think I probably will wrap it. It's just begging for it, isn't it? And I want to do the wheels as well. Do the wheels probably a gloss black, I reckon, but not decided on that yet. I mean, she's not a show car. You know, it probably looks better on the video. She's got lots of little dinks and knocks and bits and pieces, but, you know, she's 20 years old. Give her her dues. And some idiots converted her into an electric car. So, you know, no one's perfect, but she's looking good. She's looking good. Nice work done to it. And thanks from Mark as well at Transform Paint. I'll put some information up at the end here, and I'll put his link in the description. But it looks like the weather is going to be superb tomorrow. So I'm going to charge all my cameras, and I think tomorrow is going to be review day. Let's take this beast out for a drive and do some 0 to 60s and a few test drives and throw it around. As I say, I got this new camera as well, so I can do 2 or 3 different viewpoints of the same thing. Take my tripod out. Yeah, we'll do a nice review. If it's going to stay sunny tomorrow, that sounds like a bloody good idea. But anyway, that'll do it for me right now. I'll get this published, and I'll catch you all later. Cheers.